Oral Tracey Maverick is one of Jamaica's most outspoken YouTubers. His commentaries are bold, controversial, and unapologetic. But when it comes to politics, especially the Prime Minister, many viewers believe Oral Tracey is one-sided and even biased. So the big question is Oral Tracey Maverick a fair political commentator? Or is he simply pushing an agenda? Watch this video to the end and let's break it down. First, let's set the stage. Oral Tracey has built his platform on strong opinions about sports, Jamaican society, relationships, culture, and yes, politics. His style is raw, unfiltered, and often emotional. That's part of his appeal. Viewers tune in because he says what others might only think. But with that boldness comes criticism. Is he truly analyzing issues? Or is he leaning too heavily to one side? Many of his viewers, especially supporters of the current government, believe he constantly targets the Prime Minister. They argue that Oral Tracey never gives credit where it's due, and instead highlights only the failures. When one commentator repeatedly criticizes the same figure, it's natural for people to label that as bias. But is that really bias, or just his perspective as a citizen who expects more from leadership? To answer this, we need to understand the difference between criticism and bias. Criticism is healthy. Every democracy needs it. A commentator should be able to call out failures, poor decisions, and broken promises. But bias is when a person refuses to acknowledge any positives, twists facts, or uses emotions instead of evidence. So the question is, does Oral Tracey fall into the bias category? Or is he simply holding the Prime Minister accountable, even if his delivery is sharp? When you look closely sometimes, his points do have merit. Crime levels, economic struggles, corruption issues, these are real concerns. But his tone, sarcasm, and language often makes it sound less like analysis and more like personal dislike. Take, for example, some of his recent videos on governance. Instead of presenting balanced arguments, he often goes straight to mockery and emotional outbursts. That style grabs attention, yes, but it also risks weakening the credibility of the message. On the flip side, there are instances where he highlights real gaps in leadership and policy. The problem is not always what he says, but how he says it. This is what leaves many Jamaicans questioning whether his goal is to inform or to simply attack. Look at the comments under his political videos. You'll see a divided audience. Some applaud him saying, "Yes, Tracey, tell them the truth." Others dismiss him as a bitter critic who has it out for the Prime Minister. This division tells us something important. People are not only listening to what he says, they're also interpreting why he says it. So, is Oral Tracey Maverick fair or biased? The truth may lie somewhere in the middle. He raises valid points that deserves attention, but his style often overshadows his substance. If you're looking for balance, you might not find it in every video. But if you want raw, unfiltered opinion, Oral Tracey delivers just that. At the end of the day, it's up to the viewers. Some will see him as a fearless truth teller. Others will see him as unfairly targeting the Prime Minister. But one thing is certain, Oral Tracey Maverick has found a way to keep Jamaicans talking. And in politics, keeping the conversation alive is power in it itself. What do you think? Is Oral Tracey Maverick speaking the truth to power? Or is he blinded by bias? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below and see you in our next video. Kindly like, comment, and share. Subscribe to this channel and let's build this platform. Until our next video, do take care.